Hey everybody, this recording will cover your intervention presentation that goes along with module Daisy Duck. So as I put an announcement and emailed y'all before, the module is open, so you should be able to see it now on the side of Blackboard. So this will cover chapters 15 through 18 in your textbook. So we're almost done, we've made it, just one more module, you got this. All right, so you're gonna click here. So here are the chapters 15, 16, 17, and 18. Your quiz is already posted here. And then here is where you'll go for your assignment. And remember, for this module, this is the only option, right? There, it's not a would you rather assignment option. This is your option, but you will have a choice in the intervention you select for your presentation. You will submit your presentation as a YouTube link to the discussion board, and you are welcome, of course, to work with a partner or small group for this assignment. And you're going to want to watch, this recording first. All right, so you'll click here. Okay, so here's what we have. So intervention presentation list of possible topics. So I'm going to show you this. There's another couple more options right here. Of course, the second page is upside down because, hello, it wouldn't be, me if it wasn't upside down. And then here is where you will submit your presentation. Again, you will submit it as a YouTube link. So remember, you'll go here and you will create a thread. You can also submit it here under the discussion tab right down here, okay? So remember, if you work with a partner or small group, only one person needs to submit. Just make sure to include all group members' names. So again, you can submit it here under discussions or here under right there under the assignment for module Daisy Duck. Okay, so let me show you some examples. This is a pretty, I don't know, kind of open-ended. Oh, let me close this. This is your syllabus. Let me actually lies.com. Let me just do this. All right, hold on. Now let me close. Let me just minimize. Hold, please. Oh, I don't want you. Okay. Whew. Sorry, y'all. All right. So here is the this is from the syllabus. In the syllabus, I did say I would assign you to an intervention, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to let you choose your intervention. Some of you I know really like younger students, so you might want to focus more on some early numeracy interventions. Some of you are really liking high school, so you might want to focus on some of the solving and the algebra interventions, stuff like that. Okay, so it's I'm not going to assign you. You can choose your own intervention, and what you're going to need to do, you will describe the procedure or intervention. So you're going to need to do a little bit of research about this, as these are not in your textbook. Okay, so we're branching out a little bit. We're going crazy, I know. So you're going to need to describe the procedure. So all this, you'll do a video presentation, right? YouTube. You'll describe the procedure or intervention, a brief review of available research evidence. So I want something that has, a couple studies, at least some research evidence saying, oh yes, this is an effective intervention, or it could be an effective intervention, okay? And then you'll also virtually teach the intervention to your classmates. So first of all, the background, the research, the description of the procedure, how it works, but you're still on video. And then you will virtually teach the intervention to your classmates. So you're going to record yourself sharing the first two pieces of information, and then continue to record yourself. So it's just one video that you need to record, show an example of what the intervention would look like in practice. So if you are taking Education 764, which I believe all of you are, I have one person in 764 who is not in 763, but I think everybody in 763 is in 764. I know, confusing. But you can ask your CT if you can teach the intervention to your small group of students and just record yourself teaching, right? So kind of set your phone or something, in front of you. I don't need to see the students. But you certainly don't need actual students. You could just teach the procedure intervention, to yourself, to your children, your dog, your stuffed animals, whatever you got. Anybody you find on the street, whoever. You are, of course, welcome to work with a partner or a small group, as I mentioned. So I have a pretty comprehensive list of some interventions for you. You are also welcome, if your CT is using some specific intervention, you are welcome to use that. It just can't be the typical curriculum that your CT uses or that you use. I know some of you are teaching in your own classroom, so it cannot be like everyday math or I don't know what's the curriculum. I'm drawing a blank, but it cannot be what you use every single day. Okay, I want you to branch out and find some interventions. Or if you know you have students who are struggling with problem solving, maybe you might want to investigate this intervention called Solve It and see if maybe that's something you could use. Or this cover, copy, compare. That's a really big one. Folding in, maybe you have students who are struggling with math facts. Well, maybe you might want to use that one. Okay, so again, it can be an intervention. If your CT is using an intervention, that's fine. It just can't be the typical curriculum. Okay, if you have questions, if you have something in mind, just email me and let me know, and I will approve it or tell you keep on looking. Okay, so again, we're looking for interventions, not everyday curriculum. So you're using, let's say, everyday math. I know it's probably not what it is. Let's say that's what you're using as your curriculum. Well, what are some interventions? What about your students who are struggling with that curriculum? They're not quite getting it. What else can you do? Okay, that's what we're looking for. What else in addition to the everyday curriculum? So kind of if we're thinking about RTI and progress monitoring, I know we talked about that in 764, thinking about what are maybe some tier 2 or tier 3 interventions, okay? So that's what I want you to focus on, and not just, not everyday curriculum. Okay, so here are some options for you. Some of them are actual kind of names of programs: Fusion, Number Rockets, SRA, Math to Mastery, concrete representational abstract interventions. Like I said, cover, copy, compare, response cards, task analysis, reminders and cues, strategy instruction. So some of these are kind of broad, and I know that. So, but you can just Google them. But make sure you are teaching an intervention for math. Okay, I don't want a strategy instruction for reading or ELA or writing. I want something specific to math. Again, if you have an idea that you think you might want to use, but you're like, I'm not sure if this is an intervention or not, just email me first. I would recommend that you email me before you spend time working on your presentation. If you're thinking, I don't know if she's going to count this as an intervention, just email me first. It'll save everybody a lot of heartache on the other side. Okay, here are some other ones: fast draw, some self-regulated strategies, again, in relation to math, and strategic number counting. Okay, these are some interventions that I took from another textbook that I'm using for another class. And the textbook, just in case you happen to want to be interested in it, is called Effective Math Interventions, and it's by Codding, Codding, Volpe, Volpe, and Poncy, Poncy. And it's also called A Guide to Improving Whole Number Knowledge. So, might be something to look into. You don't need to buy it. I'm just telling you where they came from. All right, so those are some possible topics. And then I also have another list for you. Yes, I know you're going to have to rotate it. I don't even know what to say, y'all. All right, so here are some other possible topics for you: peer assisted learning strategies in math, because the IRIS site does have some stuff about PALS in reading, but again, only focus on math. Okay, so peer assisted learning strategies, Hot Math, Otter Creek, which is also called Rocket Math or Mastering Math Facts. That was actually what my dissertation was about, and I used the Otter Creek materials. Voyager Learning, again, as long as this is not your everyday curriculum. Computation of Fractions, so it gives you, some websites that you could go visit. Computation of Integers, Math Intervention for Elementary and Middle Grade Students. Okay, and then let's see if I can rotate this while I'm talking to you. Probably not, because that would be too easy. Nope, of course not. So, wait, hold please. Hold please. Ha, look at that. So in PDF, by the way, if you're viewing it in the PDF thing, there's a little whoop whoop right there, and you can rotate it. Okay. So again, I apologize. You all know me in the copier. We all know we've been there before. So some other ones: computation of simple equations, math intervention for middle grade students, core math program. So this would be a no, right? If you're using Saxon Math at your school, or Harcourt, something by Harcourt, Arca, Achieve, that you cannot do that then, right? Math expressions, solving math word problems, teaching students with learning disabilities using a schema-based instruction. So that might be a really good one to look at if you are planning to continue in the middle school, or in the later elementary, even middle school, high school, and then Solve It. And that was also on my list. Okay, so, oh boy, there's one more. Hold on, let me turn it again. Hold please. This just talks about Solve It. Okay, so there's tons of opportunities or options, I guess, for you. So look at some of those topics. You can look here, you can look here. Again, if you have a topic or an intervention, excuse me, not topic, if you have an intervention or program in mind, just email me and let me know. And you will just let me go back here. You will provide us with some background information about the gracious day in the morning, people. You will provide us with some background information, description of the procedure or the intervention, brief review of available research. Don't go crazy killing yourself about the research, right? Just say, oh yeah, there's a couple studies. Here's the gist of the studies. They say it's effective, not effective, but find something that proves that, the intervention you want to use does have some validity behind it, okay? And then also you will record yourself teaching the intervention to your classmates. Again, you can ask your CT if you have an intervention, let's say you say, oh, I want to use Solvit or I want to use Pirate Math. Ask your CT if you can teach it to your students. It can certainly count as hours if you still need to get your 30 hours out of the 40. Remember, I know that's for 764, but if you're still working on hours, that could count for some hours for 764. All right. Again, I don't really want to see the students unless they all have releases, which I don't need the releases. But if you're able to teach it to actual students, just video, yourself and kind of the materials and not the students. If I get the backs of their heads, that's okay. I mean, I will delete the video as soon as I watch it, but just so you're not telling the parents, oh yeah, I have to record your kid for my teacher. No, you don't. All right, so here are again lots of ideas for you. Again, you might want to think about something that maybe peer tutoring. Oh, that sounds interesting. Or peer assisted learning strategies, or something that is specific to either your 764 placement or specific to your actual classroom, or what you're interested in when you finish this program. Like I said, if you're really interested in early numeracy or early childhood, excuse me, you might want to focus on some early numeracy interventions or focus on an early numeracy intervention. Okay, so again, options for you there. And then also this other handout that you have to rotate is an option as well. Okay, so websites, lots of options for you. And again, you will submit your presentation as a YouTube link. And again, you can submit it going here, or you can come over to the discussions and submit it there. Okay, then that is it for 763. This is your last big assignment. This is, again, your assignment for module Daisy Duck. So the chapters are all open. They're available for you. Your assignment is due April 14th, I think. Did I tell you all that? April 14th, and then your quiz, the last quiz is due April 21st, okay? And then that is it. If you have not done the quiz for module COCO, make sure you do that. That's due March 31st, and then this April 14th, and then that April 21st, and then you are done. Okay, so that is it for Education 763. Don't forget about these last 3 assignments, quiz 3 over here under module COCO, quiz 4, and your assignment for module Daisy Duck. Again, if you are not sure about an intervention that you might want to present about, make sure to email me first. Okay, and again, feel free to work with a partner or a small group for this assignment. All right, y'all, we're great this semester. I hope you are doing well in your schools, both for 764 and in your actual jobs. And I will see y'all again.